What's up everyone, I'm Callum on Toast, and today I have a short video to show you guys a 5-0 set featuring Shadow Walrein in the lead. Yes, I know it's not very spicy, it's actually one of the highest ranked Pokemon in the Open Ultra League, but my backline more than make up for that because I'm running Darmanitan and Chandelure in the Open Ultra League. So I've used these Pokemon before in Premier Classic Cups, in the Master League and in the Ultra League, but we're running it in the Open Ultra League this time with XL Pokemon, with legendaries, and Fire is a pretty underrepresented typing besides Talonflame, which is pretty busted, but we're going to show you guys that actually Fire still has a decent place in the meta. And with that being said, let's just get into the video now. So entering the first battle, we lead into a Walrein mirror match. So the reason I've only got one set to show you guys is because I didn't play this team for very long, because I got very bored using the Walrein. I saw so many Walrein leads, and yeah, I shouldn't be complaining about seeing all those leads because I'm using it myself. But yeah, I couldn't use this team for too long just for that reason. And here my opponent double baits me with an Icicle Spear. Like, why on earth would I shield? I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to let this go through. Really, I'm just waiting for them to throw an Earthquake so I can switch out into the Chandelure here. And we're going to go straight for the Energy Ball. I don't expect them to shield now. They have already used one shield. And they don't shield, so we take them out with the Energy Ball. They come in with a Swampert. They've seen the Energy Ball. Of course, they are going to shield when we get to it. But we are going to at least force their final shield here before we go down. So they do shield, and they're going to go for the Hydro Cannon straight away, and that is okay with me. I'm going to keep one shield because I don't know what is in the back, and hopefully Darmanitan with one shield should be able to sweep. They actually catch the Icicle Spear onto a Sylveon, so we're going to switch out straight away into the Darmanitan. We're going to overfarm by one Incinerate, go for the Rock Slide, and please let this KO. It does not KO, and they actually get to a move as well, so this is not looking great. We tank it, and we just barely survive with 1 HP ourselves. We're going to go for the Overheat, even resisted. It'll do massive damage to the Swampert, and now we can go for an Icicle Spear and safely win this game. So the reason I didn't shield there was because I didn't want them to farm 2 back-to-back Hydro Cannons, and then obviously take out my Walrein as well. So really fortunate that we survived with 1 HP. We lead into a Nidoqueen. They come in with a Blastoise, so we're forced to stay in because neither of our fire types want to see a water gun user, especially one that also has Hydro Cannon. So we're going to go for the Earthquake here. Please don't shield this. My opponent does shield. So it looks like they really want to keep switch advantage. They throw straight away once again, so it's just a Hydro Cannon. We let it go through. We're going to go for the Earthquake here. Surely they're not going to double shield. Well, they are actually going to double shield, so this is looking really bad. We're going to have to shield the Hydro Cannon here because we don't want to be taking that water gun damage. They tried to snipe us there. We're going to come in with the Chandelure. You might be thinking that's a bit of a strange switch in, but honestly these counters are doing absolutely nothing, and we're going to outpace it to the double flame charge, so we will be able to take out the Scrafty before they get to the second foul play here. And I expect them to come in with the Blastoise once again, but they don't. They come in with Nidoqueen, so this is great. We're actually going to get to the move here, but they switch to catch the move. Maybe they think we're going to go for another Flame Charge, but we go for the Energy Ball, and we take out the Blastoise there. So at this point, the game is over. They get it to the Earth Power. We could have just come in with the Walrein, but just in case, for whatever reason, they had a Poison Fang loaded, I come in with the Darmanitan first, force them to throw another Earth Power, and then we're going to come in and throw an Icicle Spear into this Nidoqueen, and we're able to take game 2 there. So GG's to my opponent once again. Into the next game, we lead into an Articuno, so this is a very good lead. All 3 of my Pokemon have good matchups here, although if they do land a Hurricane, then that could be quite devastating especially for both my Pokemon in the back. They come in with a Lapras, so we kind of have to stay in here. We're waiting for them to throw a move. Usually in the Open Ultra League they run Ice Beam, but that was so long that I think it is a Skull Bash. And unfortunately it is a Skull Bash, so that does massive damage. We're going to go for the Earthquake here. This is just a Surf, so we can survive this Surf. And we go for the Earthquake here. and they let it go through. So we're going to switch out into Darmanitan because we have the rock slide coverage there that we can spam out really quickly. We go for the rock slide here, and unfortunately against Giratina these rock slides won't do that much damage. It does less than a third, so we're going to need at least 3 rock slides plus the incinerate damage. We go for another rock slide here, and my opponent is farming up a lot, and unfortunately for them we get the stutter lag there, and they threw at an awkward time, meaning that I get another incinerate through. We can tank a Dragon Claw at this range, so we're going to go for another rock slide here, and this should get a shield from them. And it does, so it gets the final shield. We come in with Chandelure here. We are going to shield this up just in case it's the Shadow Sneak, and it is a Shadow Sneak, so they actually switch into the Articuno here, and we're going to go for a Flame Charge. Flame Charge nearly takes them out, but they're able to get to a move, and it's a Hurricane, so it takes out the Chandelure, and we're in a really tough situation here. I don't think my Walrein has any energy, so we have to come in with the Darmanitan, and my opponent isn't able to get the third Shadow Claw through, so we're able to take that game. But honestly, a lot of desyncs and stutter lag there, so I think my opponent probably would have won that game if the game functioned the way it should do. Up against a Poliwrath lead, this is a massive core breaker for my team. We just have to hope that they don't have Scald, and they go for the Ice Punch, so that tells me that they don't have Scald. So at least we do have some play, but Chandelure is really the only Pokemon that has play against it, because Dynamic Punch is still going to do massive damage against the Darmanitan. We are able to land Energy Ball, so we can safely shield this up, and we have another Energy Ball ready to throw, but they come in with a Trevenant here, so we're going to go for the Flame Charge. We get a shield, and we should be able to get one Incinerate through before we switch into Darmanitan. We're actually going to shield this up. It probably is a Shadow Ball, and it is. And so they come in with the Poliwrath here. We can just barely survive a Dynamic Punch at this range, and we go for the Overheat, even resisted. You've seen it on the Swampert. It does massive damage, and it does massive damage here. So we're actually going to come in with the Chandelure, go for the Energy Ball, and this should get the final shield, but it looks like they're going to be able to farm us down. But that was actually a CMP tie somehow, which I'm not really sure how that worked out. But at this point, a Dynamic Punch will not take us out. We're going to overfarm, waiting for them to try to catch on the Trevenant. They didn't switch out, but at this range, Icicle Spear will nearly take them out. It doesn't quite. They switch out. We go for another Icicle Spear. That is going to take out the Trevenant, and then one Powder Snow, although it looks like my Poliwrath went down before I even had the chance to throw, but let's not worry about that. And into the final battle, up against another Walrein lead. So once again, I'm just going to wait for them to throw, and if they throw an Earthquake, I will switch out straight away. And it is an Earthquake this time, so I switch into the Chandelure. They come in with a Poison Jab, Kanto Muck, so this is actually a pretty good matchup for us because we are a Ghost type, so we resist the Poison Jabs. We are going to shield this. It could be a Dark Pulse, and it is a Dark Pulse, so that is a good shield. We're going to go for the farm down. This, I think, is too early for another Dark Pulse, so I call the bait. It is a Thunder Punch, and that is great. And I'm going to go for the Energy Ball. We get a shield from the Walrein. We're going to go for another Energy Ball, and my opponent, no shields. It does massive damage, and it looks like my opponent was shocked that we got to the second Energy Ball, and they decide to leave the game there. So that is going to be it for this video. So if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment letting me know, and if you're not yet subscribed, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I have some very entertaining GBL content coming out very soon, so be on the lookout for that. I will apologise for using Walrein in this video. I know it is not a spicy Pokemon at all, but I really hope that my backline more than makes up for that. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.